Today, I thought we're going to take a different approach. We're going to talk about hypnosis and contactees, experiencers, and part of the attack I think I'm seeing on that right now, and just a few things about hypnosis. We're going to break that down a little and kind of just go into that, because I think it's important and something needs to be dealt with also. So we'll do that. Yo! Salutations. Today let's talk about hypnosis and UFO contactees, experiencers, okay? And something that I'm seeing happening, okay? I'm seeing something that counterintelligence has done as part of trying to shut the door on people that have contact experiences and having awareness experiences. They're trying to shut the door on that by saying this: don't get hypnosis. No matter what happens, don't get hypnosis, that doesn't count. And more, I want to even confine this to something else I've seen, which is an attack on melanin dominant black experiencers, especially when it comes to hypnosis. How there are these little trolls that will come out and tell people that have had experiences that can't remembering things, that are suffering from missing time. Don't take hypnosis. Don't do that. And even more to the point, I had seen somebody that had made a comment to me, really supporting what I'm doing, which is cool, but saying, he made a comment about get hypnosis from somebody, and it could even be somebody that wasn't melanin dominant, wasn't black. Don't do that. They'll be implanting you with all this information, yada yada. Look, at a certain point, all right, let's take this from a different point. Let's take this from the point of professionalism at first. I emphasize people to do your own research, all right? If you've had an event that you are missing time and you can't retain the memory, who is it that said don't try to use hypnosis or anything to explore your own subconscious that is recording everything? Who said that? All right, so the first thing to do, step one I recommend, is actually look into what hypnosis actually is. Learn about the states of hypnosis, all right? Number two, look for a credentialed hypnotist, hypnotherapist, all right? And in that way, I mean, look in the internet. You can find the institutions that give accredited degrees in this, all right? And people that don't just have a certification, all right? Do that. And secondly, when you find this person and have verified their credentials, meet with them before. You're going to hire them. It's like an interview. Meet with them before, a couple of times before any monetary exchange is done. Get to know them to make sure you approve of them, that you build a rapport so they can actually take you into a deep trance the right way, all right? So that's part of your right to do that. So those are ways right there to find a certified real hypnotist. And if you're somebody like me, that despite all of these things, I was worried too. This disconnect I've talked about before, that's a part of it, all right? Is that people not wanting to get hypnosis if you're missing time, and for some reason that's not valid, all right? That is not correct. So I'm going to emphasize that quite a bit, especially if this is approached the right way. Myself, I wanted to know, and I suffered from that same disconnect, so I went and got a couple certifications in hypnosis myself, learned a lot about it, all right? And that was something that helped, but also it made it hard for me to be induced into trance, and I had to find somebody the right way. Right on. Part two, real quick, all right? Let's go in. We just talked about hypnosis quite a bit, but learn some things about the techniques, such as something called the Elman induction, all right? I myself have seen a very good certified hypnotist in the Elman induction that had things like mandalas around his office, and when people were in there, they would be actually getting into alpha state and be unaware of it, all right? He also conducted a lot of his seminars like that as well, putting people in alpha state and they couldn't remember half what they instructed to do. So these are things you need to be aware of when looking at the Elman induction, and these people that are saying, hey, don't look into hypnosis and things like that, but you've got master hypnotists in a lot of places like the church, for example, where you go in there and you're getting entranced a little bit into alpha state by the music alone and by the choir, okay, that's doing something, and then you're going there knowing that there is someone there that is purported to heal people with a great hand that heals people, okay? And then by the time you get there, he comes out with his little suit on and he's touching people and they're getting healed. But that's also, they're being hypnotized to a certain degree, okay? With expectations, with auto-suggestion already. And then a lot of that healing comes from within ourselves. So I just want to throw that out there, all right? Something else that I want to stand up and say is Ray Hernandez, that is the founder of the FREE organization, the Edgar Mitchell Foundation Research for Extraterrestrial Encounters. All right, what they have done has put out a real survey, a professional one with a lot of physicists that has actually asking questions of experiencers like myself, like so many people here. You could take it anonymously, all right? But what they have found out is that out of 4,000 people that have taken these surveys that aren't crazy people, all right, that have been somewhat filtered, you can tell, but anyway, that say that they have 85% of their encounters are positive in nature or neutral, all right? That is completely against what we're hearing in the media so much of. Yes, we have a lot of people that are getting attacked, but you have a lot of people that have positive encounters like mine. I've not had grays on me. I've not been getting experimented on with all the missing time I had to try to recover and understand on top of my conscious experiences, all right? So that needs to be acknowledged. The positive encounters and how that's being shielded in the media. You have a few individuals that are very well known. I won't mention their names. Some of them have passed. But most of what we see in the media is based on their research, all right? Which is what? About several hundred people they maybe regressed or actually talked to experiencers. You've got somebody like Ray who he himself has talked to 1,000 people, like myself included. So this needs to be acknowledged, the positive part of contact, and how this whole media thing and this disclosure and all that, disclosure is little more than excuse to excuse these demons, whatever they are, that have been controlling this planet for centuries and trapping humanity. So these things need to be really examined. The free research. If you go to the free research, the free website, you can look up the data. Ray has made it public that has been found from this survey. But a lot of people aren't looking at it and not talking about it. But that's another part of the disconnect, all right? What is it truly like with all the people having positive experiences right now that are not the people on Ancient Aliens? A lot of those are good researchers, all right? But they're not real experiencers. They're getting information from people like me, people like you. So I just wanted to go into that a little bit. Learn more about hypnosis, all right? Find a good one. If you're missing time, don't run from your own consciousness. Don't let these people talk you out of that. You can have the sessions that you're doing actually quantified to the missing time like I had to do. I knew exactly what area I was trying to find. You can do that. You can have it recorded. You can have it visually recorded. You'll know if this person is giving you auto-suggestion or not. All they're doing is guiding you. You're not going to be nearly in the state that you're thinking you'll be anyway. This isn't stage hypnosis. This is different. It's hypnotherapy. So dig it. Peace to everybody that watch these videos. Please subscribe. I've taken this too long. A few things I didn't get to go over. Maybe there'll be a part 2 some other day. Anyway, God bless. I wanted to also say, my friend PC that runs this, say, I need to mention that when I say melanin dominant, I mean black people also, and people of dark pigment, all right? So melanin dominancy is somewhere that I'm seeing that a definite attack on people that are black coming forward, talking about these experiences, are being told, oh, don't get regression. My friend Floburn can actually verify that. Ask her about it. A lot of people know who she is. So God bless. Take care. Much energy. Please subscribe. Peace.